guys, so the time is 6:06. I'm currently at London Heathrow Airport and potentially this is the start to my Italy tour vlog. So I finished up my UK tour sadly. Nicole dropped me off at the airport. I said to her, I was like, we can't hug for too long or else I'm gonna cry and you're gonna cry and it's just gonna be a big mess. But honestly, I've had such a great time here. There's no other person I would rather be in the UK with than Nicole. I'm so grateful that she could show me around. But yeah, now I'm just waiting on my next flight to go to Rome. Basically, by the time I leave from here, Mother will be landing in Rome. So that's pretty cool. She's currently on the way and has been for the past 24 hours. So needless to say, she's not going to want me shoving a camera in her face. So yeah, whether I end up showing our first day or the tour first day for the vlog, who knows. We'll see how much energy we have. Honestly, I'm pretty tired, even though my flight's only going to be 2.5 hours. Yeah, so I've got a matcha latte and a butter croissant. And I bought some chippies for the flight. But yeah, in about 25 minutes my gate will show which one I'm supposed to be at, so that's good, and I'll head off to my gate and chill there until boarding. So welcome, I guess, to episode 1 of the Italy Diaries. Exciting! But yeah, I shall see you in the next update, I guess. I didn't film it, but turns out my gate is actually in the B zone and I just took a train to get here. It's so cool. So now I'm in the B zone and I'm just currently walking over to my gate, which looks empty as hell, but that's fine. This is so cool. Like with Auckland Airport, you literally just have international, domestic, but with this one, with London Heathrow, you literally have 5 different terminals, and within the terminals you have to take trains because it's so big. Like, what? It's crazy. So yeah, BA 546, B39, which is down this way. That's me. Time is 7:08 and I'm making my way to the plane. Exciting. I've got a gym in here. Pretty cool. Alright, this is our room. So we've got a little bathroom. We're here for one night. Shower, all the above. And then we come into here. Mum's already laying down. And then we got this room. Yeah, very cute and little. Perfect for just one night stay. So I'm glad we could check in now because we're definitely going to be crashing on these beds. Kia ora vlog, it is 2:22 and I'm currently sitting in like a beanbag area in the reception. Just explored the hotel a little bit. It's so cute. Like this whole water stream thing here is very cool. But basically, as expected, Mum is tired, I'm a bit tired, so we're just going to spend the rest of the day probably chilling at the hotel. And we'll go down to the restaurant for dinner. Not too much fun stuff to report for day technically 1. But yeah, the drivers over here are just like actually crazy. Our first Uber driver that we had, that's like lanes and indicators don't exist, and going 120 speed limit is normal. Like crazy. But no, I obviously had a good flight. Mum, on the other hand, not so much. So yeah, that's about all I've got to update thus far. Yeah. Good morning vlog. It is 6:30 in the morning. What's the date today? It's Sunday the 19th of April, and it is day 2 of our Italy tour. Technically day 1 of the tour, but day 2 in Italy for us. So I think from now on I'm just going to say like the tour days. So it's what today, oh no, today's technically day 2 as well. Day 2 of the tour. We've chosen not to do some other things from the tour just because decided not to do them, but we're about to go down and have some breakfast and then decide what we're going to do. But basically I think we're going to kick off at 10 for the day, so we'll update you as the day goes, but enjoy. Hello guys, the time is 10:20 and Mum and I are now on the bus heading over to the Colosseum. So that's exciting. We're going to look around the outside and then I think we're going to explore the town of Monti. So currently on the bus. And yeah, that's about it really. This is the St. Peter's Square. That's our tour guide. We're in St. Peter's Square at the moment. That's the church. There's a massive queue, like starting from like over here, walking all the way around, zigzagging somewhere in there to get in. So Mum and I are not gonna deal with that. But yeah, we're here and we're doing it and it's great. It's really cool. We're gonna meet up with the group again at like 12:15 and make our way to the Colosseum. But now we're just gonna meander around St. Peter's Square. Very cool.
Into churches, but originally those 2 temples were recording that they were dedicated to 2 different Roman gods, Hercules and the god Portunus. They were the gods protecting the trade and the port of the river. So it was where chariot races were taking place. So remember in the movie Ben-Hur, that will describe perfectly well what was going on. Today you can see some white tent because that's where they will also celebrate the birthday of Rome on April 21st. So they're recreating a Roman camp. There will be people dressed like gladiators. That's where everything will happen on April 21st. Because according to the legend, Rome was founded on April 21st, 753 before Christ, right on top of the hill that we see on the left.
So this is the Roman circus where they had a lot of, I can't remember what he said, but they're setting up for the Founders Day of Rome and they've got a bunch of tents and things and people dressing up in costumes because they're gonna do a celebration in 2 days time. But very cool.
The birthday of Rome. which is 21st.
So guys, it's 1:15 and we've made it to the Colosseum. Obviously this is one side, it goes all the way around. But yeah, how cool.
These women are around the water. Well, at 1900 that was considered really awful to see. So they closed it for 20 years. No one could see the fountain for 20 years. Then finally 20 years later, it was okay to see some breast.
Time is 6:40 and we are heading off to our dinner that we've done. Very cool. I think it's by the Colosseum. But yeah, very exciting. And I think afterwards we're getting to see the Colosseum at night. So stay tuned for that. This is the Colosseum at nighttime. How cool. Very cool. All these people down here.